If you had 1 million Kenya shillings right now, and you had to invest in only one stock, which one would you go for?
Only one stock.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Bullish Banter podcast. My name is Rufas Kamau, and I'll be your host today. I'm joined with two guests, Norbert as well as Prudence. So let them do a quick introduction before we progress. Hi, Norbert.
Hi, it's Rufus. How are you doing? Yeah, I'm happy to be here. Again, I was missing the podcast, and I'm happy to be back with you guys. My name is Nobert Kiiza, and I'm the education partner for FXPesa in Kampala, Uganda. Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, Prudence.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
Okay, my name is Prudence. I'm from Tanzania. I'm Swahili guy. So guys, kwa majina naitwa Prudence Maximillian. I'm an educational partner at FXPesa.
Awesome. So today we'll be having quite a trivia, literally talking about the markets. We'll talk about your journeys. We get to know each other. And then from there, we look at the key events that you're expecting in the next few weeks. And of course, we'll go with an overview of the Q2 market outlook and what we're expecting to be happening in the markets. So what are you trading today?
Today, actually, I didn't take any trades, but yesterday I took some trades on the NASDAQ. Yeah. The indices have been pulling back from record highs, so I said, why not catch a trade? There was a nice setup on the NASDAQ after it had a nice death cross, so I took some shots. I closed those out this morning.
Awesome. So you got some cash for today?
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. So what are you trading today?
Okay, for today, I was somewhat busy. I did not take any trade. But yesterday, we had a very nice trade on gold because we had that shorty trade on gold yesterday. So,
well, you guys seems to be having a good week. Personally, I only had two trades. One on NASDAQ, the other one on silver. Unfortunately, they didn't go well because I was on the buy side. Hopefully, we'll get something going on with the PCE. So how is training at Kampala?
Kampala has training has been going great. We've really had a lot of engagement, especially during the Pips and Branch events we've been having. I believe it's a really nice time that traders can come together. We don't have a lot of those events happening. We used to have the Kampala Traders Association, which I think, it got defunct after some time. But we have a lot of those traders actually now coming to the FXPesa office, especially for the Pips and Branch. Yeah.
Awesome. What would you say is the biggest milestone since we opened the office in Kampala?
I think for me, the biggest milestone is the volume that we've been getting, especially at the office, plus also the influx of traders. Previously, we haven't been having that many traders. I think compared to Kenya, Kampala is really, Uganda is really a nascent space for trading CFDs, but FXPesa opened that door for people to get to know that, there's something such as trading. Before it used to be looked at as, an investment or something that is not for Ugandans or for Africans. But through FXPesa, at least now people know that it's not only the usual things you can invest in, but you have, many other things that you can invest in. Yeah. So I think we've had a lot of volume into the office, plus also really like the engagement you have with people. People are telling you that, oh, okay, fine, there's online trading actually is there, and you can actually trade with a regulated broker, because for most of them it was maybe there have been a lot of scams, as you know, Rufus. So
I know.
For dealing with a regulated broker for people, I think is something that's most important and at the top of their priorities when they are putting money down. Yeah.
Awesome. So for our audience today, I would like to mention that FXPesa has an academy, and the academy has different branches around Kenya. Of course, now we have Tanzania and Uganda. So you can find our offices in Kitengela, in Thika, Nakuru, Eldoret, Kampala, as well as Tanzania, right? So in these sessions, they are all free. They are available for free, Monday to Friday. And of course, we have additional lessons where we go live every day from Monday to Friday on our YouTube channel. So how is the experience training in Tanzania?
okay, in Tanzania, a lot of people are new to trading. So it's like a new thing. And a lot of youth are super excited to start trading. But the problem was that they didn't know where to get started from. See? But right now, because FXPesa is there, we have an academy there, you see. And a good thing that it is being taught in Swahili. You know, Tanzanians are not good at English. So we are using Swahili to teach them. So I think it will become very easy for them. It will be very easy for them to progress.
Yeah. How is the challenge of translating? Because I know a majority of Forex content, especially the one available online, you realize that it's either in English or other European languages. But how is the challenge translating market stuff to people who are dominantly using Swahili?
Okay, it is not a challenge to me because I've been used to these financial markets for a long time, so I know how to deal with it in Swahili. Yeah. We don't use typically Swahili completely, but it is Swahili English. You see, so it is becoming very easy and very understandable to everyone.
Awesome, awesome. So how are you liking Nairobi?
And Nairobi is a great city. Whenever I come here, I'm always taken well care of, and it's always a great experience getting to catch up with you, Rufus, and the rest of the team. Nairobi is awesome. I wish I could stay longer. Yeah. I really wish I could stay longer, but I'm hoping that. Of course, I can't stay longer, but I'm hoping I'll be here back quite soon. Yeah.
Awesome. How was your travel here, and how are you experiencing Nairobi?
Nairobi is somehow cold. Yeah. You know, we are used to.
Oh yeah, especially at night. Yeah.
So it is very cold here, but everything is okay.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk about markets. Jay Powell, how many rate cuts are we expecting this year?
I don't know. Yeah.
This year, I think it's been a back and forth, Rufus, really with it.
Yes, at the beginning of the year.
Yes, I think from it was really at a high. That anticipation was really at a high, especially at the end of last year. Yeah. And then soon as we finished Q1, I think that anticipation almost like died out. Now it's like we can expect a rate hike or really almost close to one rate cut. Yeah. You know, it's really just there. But I'm thinking maybe, hopefully within second half of the year, possibly maybe September, October, we should see the first rate cut from there. Especially since they have started the QT tapering, I think it's a good sign that they are going to act.
So personally, I think rates might stay higher for longer. Of course, we'll have the confirmation tomorrow from the PCE price index. So if we see a big spike, there's that likelihood that we could see interest rates staying higher for longer. What's happening with silver?
Silver, of course, maybe Prudence. Yeah.
Okay, so, you know, silver had the same movement like gold. Yeah. You see, for example, yesterday when we saw silver was high, we were expecting also gold to jump up. We got a very good movement of gold going up, but right now it just came back. I don't know. Yeah.
So with silver, I think it's more of a surprise squeeze. Yeah. There's a lot of people, especially if you follow the Reddit, there's a lot of guys who have been buying bullion silver, and that has driven supply out. And so far, I think it's one of the best performing commodities this year.
That's actually funny, Rufus, when you talk about, because you know there's Wall Street silver also. Yes. Yeah. There's Wall Street bets, Wall Street silver. So I think it's those gains that are definitely at it. Yeah. Then of course the other thing is that I think the demand for silver is really high. I was on Twitter the other day and I saw someone posting that the silver, what do you call them? Is it the nuggets? Those silver, the bars of silver had actually been bought out. Like they are completely unavailable, for online purchase. So I think we are in a time where the demand for it is really high. And it's funny because silver could go much, much higher. It's been at, even as I was actually shocked when I opened up the historical charts for silver. I saw it had gone even as high as $50. And here we are at $30. So we need to just get used to seeing it, I think, this high.
Yeah. On the other side of the currencies, the Bank of Japan, do you think they will be intervening in the markets to support the yen?
We have been experiencing the dollar being strong, you see. So this is affecting even pairs like Japanese, you see. I mean currencies like Japanese yen. So I think they are going to take some actions so that they can they can boost their currency so that it can compete with the dollar.
Yeah, I think that's the challenge every trader who is long USDN has been facing. Yes, fundamentals are indicating it's going higher, but you don't know at what point the Bank of Japan will intervene. So it has been quite a tricky pair. So on the stocks side, what are the top stocks that you are looking into?
Top stocks, quite a number. NVIDIA, I think for me, I'm really looking out for the split. I think that NVIDIA's price was really shockingly high. It got even higher. I actually saw it's really been a lot of option traders have been suffering from trying to sell NVIDIA, but it just keeps going higher and higher and higher. So I think for me, Rufus, I'm waiting for the stock split. I haven't really been having a lot of trades on stocks, but if NVIDIA is going to be available at $100, about $100, I'm like, why not? You know, so I think for me, that's one stock I have an eye on. The other one is also Apple. I saw the other day that Apple actually is going to be having a lot of deliveries going to China, going into Q2. So I'm keeping an eye on it. I know its Vision Pros didn't do too well. I don't know why. I don't know whether it was because of the price, but I still feel like Apple could go higher. So I have my eyes on that too, but most especially NVIDIA. First. Yeah.
Awesome. What are you looking into?
Okay, I'm always looking at the Microsoft.
Yeah.
See? Because it is dealing with the technology, technology is being advanced every time, you see. So I think even Microsoft can compete. Yeah.
So NVIDIA, that's top 4. Apple is top 2. NVIDIA is number 3. You guys are looking at the biggest companies in the world.
Yeah.
So if you had 1 million Kenya shillings right now, and you had to invest in only one stock, which one would you go for?
I will go with NVIDIA.
Only one stock. Yeah. I think for me, I would definitely go for NVIDIA. Yeah.
Interesting. So to our listeners, NVIDIA has been the best performing stock in the US stock market over the last 5 years. So far, year to date, it's up around 130%. And they are making the most technologically advanced AI chips. And so far, there's a very high demand for AI chips from various companies. And NVIDIA seems to be the best provider for the top AI chips. So that may explain why we've had a very strong bull run, but we don't know how long it's going to last. And a disclaimer, this is not a recommendation to trade. It's not investment advice. All right. So now looking at currency pairs, what's your favorite as of today?
I think for me, GBP/USD. I've been keeping an eye on it. I know at least we seem to have had a lift off of lows for this year. That's what I'm assuming. But I'm just waiting to see what happens. But at least the structure is showing that it could go higher. And when the Fed starts cutting, that's if they do cut, then I think there are going to be quite a number of opportunities there.
Awesome. What's your favorite pair as of today?
Okay, I always trade Euro USD and GBP/USD because they have a same correlation. Yeah. So if I find an opportunity on GBP/USD, it is very easy to spot something on Euro USD. Yeah. So we are also expecting, because the GBP/USD has a very big possibility of continue going up. So even Euro USD might continue going bullish.
Awesome. So personally, I don't have a favorite pair. I'm more of a volatility hunter. So if there's volatility in currencies, I'll be trading those currencies. If the volatility shifts and now it's in indices, you'll find me trading indices rather than focus on a currency pair. And then you realize sometimes the markets are just moving sideways even
That's
for
true.
weeks. Then you might find yourself trading inside the range. Awesome. I think it was a good conversation. How can clients reach you?
I'm a social media person, definitely. You won't fail to find me. I'm available on Twitter, Nobert Kiiza. If you follow Rufas, then just switch over and find me because I'm within that same circle, so you'll definitely find me there with a lot of commentary, memes. I'm a meme person, and of course a lot of useful information for trading and for financial matters. You can also find me on LinkedIn if you want to connect professionally. Maybe find out what services FXPesa the Academy has. You can find me on LinkedIn. Then on TikTok, I also post a lot of good content there. If you want to find out what's happening in the market, what opportunities are there, you can find me also on TikTok under NBK360. Yeah, thanks, Rufus.
Awesome.
Okay, for those people who want to learn how to trade in these financial markets in a very simple language of Swahili, I'm the guy. You see, I'm very active on TikTok and very active on Instagram. On TikTok, I use the very famous name known as Kaka wa Taifa. You see? Kaka wa Taifa, yeah. I'm the brother of...
Yeah, he has really good content. I've actually checked out his content. It's really good.
And on Instagram, just search for Forex Kid. Yeah. Forex Kid. So I'll teach you how to trade in a very simple Swahili. So I'm here with my East African people who are Swahili speakers.
Yeah, I forgot to ask this. I think it would be unfair for our listeners. How long have you been trading in the markets?
I have I'm going to 7 years.
7 years?
7 years. Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You?
Which market specifically for Forex? Forex, not too many, not too long. I think maybe like from 2020, that's when I entered Forex. But before then, I was really on stocks. Yeah, US stocks. Yeah.
Awesome. Parting shot. What would you advise the average Kenyan trader who is currently struggling to be profitable? For this one, you can directly address the camera.
Yeah, if you're struggling with profitability, it could be maybe it's an issue of you could be profitable, you could not be profitable, but at least you may be your break even, right? At least your capital is still there. And if you're that kind of trader, then that's one step to reaching your target because you're okay with managing your capital in your trading account. Now, if you know that you're having challenges with maybe being profitable from there, it could be maybe the strategy you're using. It could also be maybe how much time you're using to trade. Sometimes people hunt for trades the whole day, which is not the kind of approach you should be using. Your day should be well balanced, right? So you go into the market only when there's an opportunity. So look for where the opportunities are. When the opportunity is there, then that's when you should be trading. Then if you know that for you you're having challenges with keeping capital in a trading account, then it's because you're over leveraging or maybe you're risking too much, right? Yeah, so you shouldn't risk too much. Risk what is optimal for the account. And you should find some ways of moving higher. Now, the other one is also finding a community. I think this is very, very important. We have a community in Kampala of traders, and we keep at least, informing ourselves and discussing the way we're discussing here about what opportunities are there. So if you're looking for a community, find one. In Kenya, there are numerous locations where you can find a trading community. In Kampala, we have one. Yeah, so join a community and see how to move from there. Yeah, thanks, Rufus.
Awesome. So what would you advise a Kenyan trader? Okay, let's expand this one. An East African trader who is currently struggling with their profitability. You can look directly in the camera. If you want to use Swahili, you can.
Okay, now, this is my advice to everyone watching me here. A lot of people want to become traders. A lot of you want to become traders. Trading requires skills. So a first thing which you have to do, you have to make sure that you learn, you get the skills, you get good skills so that you can know on how you can tackle these financial markets in the right way. When you get skills, you'll understand on how to manage your risks. You'll understand on how to execute good trades and everything concerning the trade. So what I can just advise you guys, don't try to gamble in financial markets. You see, you have to find the good skills, use those skills to trade. So this is what I can just say there.
Awesome. So thanks, guys, for tuning in to this podcast. I was very happy to host these two gentlemen, and hopefully we'll get more guests into the podcast. So make sure to like, subscribe, and share the podcast. And if you have any feedback for us, make sure to type it in our socials. At the same time, if you'd like to open a trading account, check the links in the description below, and we'll be happy to support you through the trading journey.